All right, let's go check out and see what's going on here at Lakewood Ranch. This is my newest store. We've been open about 6 months. Let's see what's going on. Hey, it's Judy. Good. So this is Judy. We met in the parking lot of Fresh Market, thank you. And I saw her out there wiping her Z4 down, and so I gave her a business card, and she's been a customer ever since, which was
10 years.
Has it been 10 years? It's been a long time. So she's our favorite customer. And if you need a realtor in town, call Judy Athari. I'll put your information in there if you're okay with that. Yeah. So
It's reliable.
yes,
These guys.
I did not pay her to say that. I promise. So yeah, so I guess you got your Z4 in here.
Yep, Z4.
Cool. Okay.
Well loved, well worn Z4.
We'll go and check that out in a few minutes. And say hi to Rachel. So I know you guys don't like being on camera. Eric.
Hello.
Logan. All right, let's go in the shop and check it out. So we got an 05 Continental. This thing is. So is it almost 20 years old then, right? It's 19, so 19 years old. And it's got the blue factory tape on the latches that no one has ever peeled off. Like, this is actually a plastic film to protect the chrome on there. Nobody's ever peeled off. I would imagine that people just think that that's just the way it comes. But we're gonna leave it on there. The customer was driving and he said that he heard this window just completely crash down. He thought the glass broke. Fortunately, it didn't. So we are replacing the window regulator, but the glass is fine. All right, while it's here, Logan has been working on this thing. And what's going on with this, dude?
So we had to take the upper manifold right here off. We're gonna be doing spark plugs and coils. We had active misfire fault on the vehicle as well as a active fault for coolant performance. So this lower manifold is gonna be coming off. Take care of the thermostat while we're in there, as well as had an oil leak coming around this area, suspected to be valve covers, but of course we had to tell us to take the manifold off and inspect for anything past that.
So valve cover is leaking on this side?
So it's leaking internally on the spark plug tubes, as well as we have another leak. I'm suspecting probably a turbo line down, and since it's tucked so far deep on this engine, everything had to come off just to get a visual.
Down and deep.
Down and deep.
All right, so new spark plugs, thermostat, which is buried way under here, so that's got to come off still. Okay, cool. Thank you. Keep kicking it. By the way, Logan has a pretty sweet Hot Wheels collection back here. All Audi, Volkswagen, Porsche. It's kind of his specialty. He's the VAG specialist.
Professional badge master.
Professional badge master. Robert's over here working on a 550 Mellow Yellow. Tiny. Robert is actually 20 years, Robert, working on Ferraris?
19 and a half, yeah, 20.
We'll go with 20. Okay. 20 years working on Ferraris. This guy is a genius when it comes to these cars. And we're doing timing belt service. So here's the diagram here. We've got 2 separate timing belts. And oh, you were showing me earlier. What's the, it was pretty funny. Was it the vice grips? From the factory, they're showing to use vice grips to hold the cams in place. So this car's getting a bunch of services, cam belts, it's getting all the fluids, coolant, brake fluid. We've already changed the oil, gearbox oil, and the brakes have got a little bit of a squeak, so we're going to be changing out the brake pads as well. This is a Lotus project that I've been working on that I need to get done. And there's Judy's car. And here is a Ferrari 360 that a customer just purchased. Take a look at these tires. If you look at the outside edge, the tires don't really look bad. They look okay, but when you get in the inside, not so good. So it's going to get some new tires, and they'll get road force balanced. And we've got some really nice equipment here to make sure it gets done properly. These are actually Fab Speed headers, Fab Speed full exhaust. And I believe this was a very early model, so this might have been one of Fab Speed's first exhausts on Ferrari, which is pretty interesting. I know this also has a valve cover gasket leaking, which we probably, let me see if we can see it from here. I could see a little bit of the oil right here leaking. Valve cover gaskets are going to get replaced and resealed. There was also a concern for the air conditioning not working properly, so looking into that and find out what's going on. It's really common for this fan, this electric fan right here, to fail. So this is the fan for the AC condenser, and so it runs consistently. The Freon was low on this, so we got to charge it up and then recheck it and then see if this fan comes on. If it's not coming on, then we'll check to see if we're getting power and grounded. If we are and it's not coming on, then it'll get a new electric fan. So I think it's safe to say, Robert, you're not using vice grips for timing belt jobs?
Absolutely not.
No, that is... The Italians might do it, but us Americans are not doing that. Catch you guys. Catch you guys at lunch. What are we eating today?
A block of cheese.
A block of cheese.
And some sushi. I already killed the sushi.
Sushi.
And a half-gallon of sweet tea.
Dude, that is a lunch of champions.
Yeah.
Sushi, block of cheese, iced tea. Nice. While watching baseball.
Yeah, environment.
I'm working. Public sushi may not have been a good idea.
Public sushi is better than gas
literally
station
almost
sushi.
killed a half-pound of cheese in one sitting. And you think the sushi's the bad part?
All I'm saying is my stomach feels unpleasant. The Red Bull and sushi did not go well together.
I think you just need
Not a good combo, man.
Oh my god. What are we doing to this thing?
A B service.
All
Oil
right.
service, cabin filters, brake fluid flush.
All right, there you go. Mercedes-Benz getting a B service. Very standard. Oil and filter, brake fluid. What else? Cabin filter, I think wiper blades.
Got a timing cover leak. Standard.
Yeah, these engines are really common for these upper timing covers to leak oil.
Customer came in, wanted the PCV system looked at, and had an AC concern.
AC
It ends up being a switch, but the oil concern was the PCV system has failed. I mean, dramatically. Manifold vacuum on the engine isn't good.
That's really sucking the thing on there.
Let's see here. I think it ran long enough like that it hurt.
Yeah.
Plus the rattling in the back. It's got,
All right, so next step is oil pressure check.
yes.
All right. Cool, thank you. This is a car that they finished before I got here, but this is a 2020. This thing's really nice. It just really came in for an oil service, and you can see this little 12 here. That means it's a W12, because you know, Bentley. Oh, these brakes, good lord, these things are massive. You guys probably seen me do a video before on brakes that we had on an RS6 Avant. It's the same calipers that they put on the RS6 Avant. It's also the same calipers that they put on the Lamborghini Urus. On camera, it doesn't really show you how giant these things are, but I mean, the calipers are massive. Look at these headlights, they're like crystal. That is bougie. Very, very nice. Hey Nick, this is Nick.
Hello.
What's up, dude?
How are you?
Good. What are you doing to this thing?
I'm doing an oil service and an inspection.
What do you find anything on this?
So far the sway bar links, the ball joint boots are torn,
Oh yeah.
and this is very common. The upper timing covers are leaking. I'm not sure if you can see that.
Yeah, it's hard to see, but oh yeah, way up in there you can see the
Yep.
oil leaking on the timing covers.
Yep. This one's a pretty bad
Yeah, we do those a lot. We actually see them quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, see it over there too.
Yeah. That
Oh, so both sides.
Yep.
All right, cool. And what else? Did you find anything else?
The thrust arms are starting to tear, but they're not terrible yet.
Not terrible yet.
Not terrible yet.
So they look fine. So we got some sway bar links, upper timing covers.
Yep.
Man, look at the bottom of this You know why? Dude, it drives me crazy every time I see people pull up to the curb or like a parking, like a tall sidewalk, and you see all the noses of the car.
Yeah.
And this is what happens.
So I'm pretty routine with the way I do my evals. Every time I go under the car, it's suspension, then tires, then brakes, then leaks, motor mounts, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But I'll be doing suspension stuff, and someone will come over and be like, "Oh, you see this leak?" But I'm just so zeroed in on what I'm trying to do. So
Yeah, you got a system.
yeah.
Perfect. So what are you looking for when you look at the tires?
Just checking for nails, dry rotting, anything that shouldn't be there.
And we check the date on the tires too.
Yep.
What's the age of tire?
It's a 22.
Perfect. Yeah, if it's older than 6 years old, we recommend new tires. That's per DOT. We want to make sure that we don't have dry rotted tires on the road.
Because anytime I look at a tire and there's even a little bit of dry rot, you come over and look and it's almost always out of date. Yeah, these rears are at the end of their life.
All right, so you can see he's taking pictures, and that goes right to the customer. So the customer gets to see all the pictures that we take here. That way they get a clear shot of what's going on with their vehicle.
So by spinning the tire, we were able to find a tiny little nail. So I just mark it so we can see it in the picture and to verify if it's leaking.
Soapy water.
Yep.
Oh, those are pretty. Oh yeah, there's just a little guy. Let me see it. It's just a little guy, and it didn't puncture it, so that's good. But it's good to mark it, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Because when they do have it, it's nice when we go to take the tire off and you can just find the blue mark instead of having to search for a tiny little nail.
Yep, smart. Cool, thank you. This is an E39 M5 with 200,000 miles. And actually the guy that owns this car is in the process of getting it all restored, and he's doing a pretty good job. There's a lot that he's already done, and we're doing some more. Timing chains have been replaced recently. The drive belt needs to be replaced. It's got some cracking, along with some pulleys that are gonna get replaced. I'll take a video of that when we're underneath of it.
Dining. He's gonna get enough points to get a badge.
It's got a Dyna exhaust too, I think. Yeah.
Brand new factory glass with factory window seals.
Factory glass, factory window sills.
Not even any windshield wipers on it yet.
It's ceramic coated. Why do you need it, right?
It's got the ostrich leather, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And yeah, look at this.
And check out the steering wheel. Minty mint.
Nice.
And check out the rear Dynan strut bar.
Oh yeah, look at that. Dynan.
Dynan. And then
Very
this is
cool.
pretty cool. Have you ever seen this?
Yeah.
It shows you how to put your golf bags.
Oh yeah, they've
So you
been doing
can
that for a long
flex
time.
at the golf course. I have an M5.
All right, I'm gonna age myself here. This car was brand new when I was working at the BMW dealer. We were doing these all the time. I worked on these cars when they were brand new. Now they're like ancient.
That's wild.
Don't say ancient. Oh, look. Dynan.
I don't know if it shows up on video.
Dynan. Like that was like the coolest thing back in the day if you bought the Dynan like S3 package.
Oh yeah.
Where it had everything already.
We have another customer with the gray one that's got the S3.
That's
package.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then the belt underneath. If you can see, that's cracking right there. Oh, right there. It's got a nice crack in it. And this pulley has got some chips in it. So it's getting new pulleys, new belt, new tensioners. The timing chain has already been done a while ago. Yeah. Okay.
So fun fact, you can't actually buy these separately. You have to buy the whole bracket essentially, and then hydraulic tensioners, which are great until they're not so great.
They're great until they're not.
Yeah, but M5 specific, which is pretty neat. Love to see when they make things very separate from the normal consumer cars. And there's also one for
New coolant tank. It's white, not yellow.
yeah, and that's for the AC. nice and quiet.
Yeah.
And then, did you see the power steering pulley is
I
like
did.
all chipped and
Yep.
it's been eating the belt?
I showed him that. Yeah, and
Yeah.
the belt's got a nice crack in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So cool. Well, we're getting it taken care of. So it'll leave here in much better condition than when it arrived, which is the goal.
I plugged in your other LED, and
Mhm.
it is the, yeah. So we're gonna order that.
Cool.
We'll have it tomorrow then.
Yeah, the
Dude, you're the only BMW owner that's concerned about turn signals. You realize that?
yeah,
Just saying.
I use my turn signals.
I just turn now and then good luck everybody else, you know?
Well, yeah, that's because you're a typical BMW driver. Yeah, these headlights. This one kept taking in water, and
V12 interruption.
V12 interruption. So it kept taking in water. Still not 100% sure where it's coming from. We've checked all these gaskets stuff. Everything appears to be fine. So we're going to do a water test on it here soon. But the module that sits on the very bottom of the headlight is very much corroded. It was wet when we pulled it out. It's yeah, so that had to be replaced. Now we got lights working. The turn signal is not working. That is a whole light assembly, which I think we have one. Yeah. This is the turn signal assembly that kind of fits in there like that behind there. And this thing is bad, just not working. So we got to get another one of these. This is like, I think these are like 200 bucks or something. 300 bucks. And it's going to get brakes. So the rotors are just absolutely shot. We're getting new rotors, waiting on those to get here. The pads, I mean, there's still some pad life left, but we're going to go ahead and just put new pads on it anyways.
Some Hawk racing,
Hawk racing pads.
but
'cause it's a race
low
car.
dust, right? Not to dirty up your Apex wheels.
Yeah, we can't dirty up the wheels, dude.
Yeah. There's a lot of meat on those though, from new.
There's meat. A lot of meat on them pads.
Oh, you
Yeah.
got a sticker.
I get, I don't. Oh,
But they bent the sticker. And then you get some
take it back.
gearhead grease pack.
So what you do is you take the grease and you just apply it right on the face of the pad, so that way it slides nice and easy on the rotor here.
We also like to use the liquid mullah.
Mullah. Yeah, I get a lot of questions about this diesel. People seem to be really interested in it. But yeah, I put a F80 competition seats in it. The interior used to be tan. We've switched all that out. I actually have a video on that if you guys wanted to see that. This engine, there's some things we can't talk about that are no longer here. And then there's a high pressure fuel pump, a secondary pump. It's got a big intercooler right here and hybrid turbos. So this thing, I've not had it dynoed. I probably should get it dynoed one day just to get some confirmation on the numbers, but we're thinking 700-ish foot-pounds of torque. If you guys made it this far, say thank you with a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you guys next time.